I'm Marnie, and I've been obsessed with documentaries.
And I'm Chrissy. I haven't, but I'm giving it a go.
We watch so you don't have to. Or maybe you do, and just want a completely fact-free synopsis.
Expect spoilers and tangents.
Because we're not here to educate.
We trade accuracy for entertainment every time.
This is the Gist Project.
Here we are.
Good morning.
It is a good morning. It's beautiful.
With the exception of the 9,000 mile an hour winds.
Oh, and there was some white stuff on the ground this morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
not the kind like our documentary today.
No.
Okay,
Like
okay.
cold precipitation. Snow.
Here it comes. Okay.
And not all over, but like stuck in cracks and crevices. You know what I mean?
It was flying around, making its rounds.
Yeah.
Jack Frost was here.
Jack Frost.
Did you ever watch that like claymation movie?
Yes. Did it? Yeah. I mean, the dad died and turned into a snowman.
No, I don't know which one that is.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that had a big star like Bruce Willis or something in it.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Okay.
But that's not claymation though, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
That's why I paused.
Right.
But I think I do know what you're talking about. So no, I didn't really watch that one a lot.
Did you watch any of the claymation movies?
Yes. And now I can't remember which one, but it would be with Rudolph, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah. The Rudolph, the claymation. That was like back in the 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
And that's still going strong.
It is. And well, when you say claymation, I almost think Wallace and Gromit, but
Well, that's true.
Yes.
Wallace and Gromit would be claymation.
I know exactly what you're talking about when it comes to Christmas films.
I think when we get closer to the holiday season, we'll have a holiday episode, and I've got all kinds of claymation observations to share with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say holiday documentaries.
That too.
Oh,
I think we'll pin it
exciting.
to it.
I don't want to get off of this topic yet
Okay.
because I was wondering, now we're done with Halloween. We know this.
Yep. Well, and then I don't know if this is a regional thing, but Halloween ends, and as far as the Midwest is concerned, bring on Yuletide.
I was going to ask you that, Mars.
Yeah.
Are you a person who decorates right after Halloween for Christmas?
No. However,
What?
I know. But because I was away this week, and I think Piper and Jeff were in a merry mood, they thought, I know what'll cheer Mom up. Let's bring up those decorations.
So you had some Christmas elves because
I sure did.
I walked in today and my question was answered.
Oh, well, and what's the question back at you?
Do you decorate before Thanksgiving for Christmas?
Not typically.
Okay.
Do
And
you?
I usually know. I did whip out the calendar, and of course we have a big giant hockey tournament on Thanksgiving weekend.
Of course.
Now, when Christmas comes to my house, it throws up all over. Like, I am totally into the season.
Are you the one doing the decorating, or are the girls?
No, the girls do.
Okay.
Because, be honest, I just want my Christmas there. I have this one. It's a Santa. Yeah, it's a Santa. Like, it's a giant snow globe. And I bought it. Remember when Herberger's was a thing?
Do I ever?
It
Yeah.
was like regularly $60.
How did they get away charging what they charged?
I paid $9 for it.
There
and
it
I
is.
gave it to Bobby. Or maybe
I bought this.
gave it to
So here.
Yeah, but it was one of those things, and it was early on in our marriage. And this sucker, what it does, it's like a snow globe, and it blows glitter around, and it changes lights, and it is the most. And now it's so old, you can hear the like the motor whirs. It's like nothing says Christmas to me like that sucker.
I can't wait to see it.
Oh,
Can
it's-
we?
Yeah,
Jeff,
someday.
will you
Well,
make
it's
sure?
not out yet. I mean, I don't have my stuff out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then to be continued on this
Yes. I mean,
particular topic.
yeah, but you usually don't.
I usually don't.
Okay.
And that's because we have an angry elf in the house who will remain unnamed, who may also edit this podcast.
But he's the one who said, okay.
Piper must have asked. And if there's a person in this house to get angry up to be able to do something,
it's her.
It's her.
Yeah.
So she must have said, Mom's gone, like this will bring cheer, and probably begrudgingly someone. And this person's only responsibility is to drag bins up and bring them back down.
Yeah.
So to be clear, like this is not hours of work for this particular human being.
You're angry elf. Yeah.
Yes.
I got to get my elf to get those Christmas lights up. And now's a bad day for it, but
it is.
Yeah.
When is that elf? But that elf is willing to do.
Oh yeah.
Like you say mush and that husky runs.
He just needs a candy cane.
And we what we get. Oh, I could go so many directions in that.
Well, Bob just loves to help.
He sure does.
He loves to be of service
with his candy cane.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Okay, so it's not out yet. But if you do have, so you have this hockey tournament coming.
Yes.
And thus the weekend where the decorating would normally happen is thwarted.
Yes.
So when are you going to do it?
I said we could do it the day before.
Oh. Well,
things like maybe the 25th or something.
Okay. And is there anything stopping you from today?
Well, yes. I mean, we haven't even had Thanksgiving yet.
I know.
No, nothing is stopping me from today other than the Halloween decorations are still up. So
that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like just mixing death.
Yes.
Death with the birth, I guess. I mean, for those who really get into the reason for the season, as they say.
I just got to get my snowman or Santa snow globe out and we're good.
I want a picture of it.
Yep. You got it.
Let's do that.
Do a video.
Okay.
We'll put it on our Instagram.
Yes.
Whenever we figure that out.
Here it comes. Okay, so Moon, it's been a while since we've seen each other. What's been up this week?
Well, that was really all I wanted to talk about right now.
Okay.
I mean, we've done swimming, last swim meet for Luce.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Good. Decent.
Are they
sometime not as much as she wanted?
Are they departing for state?
Swimmer.
Okay.
Be going to state.
Okay.
In the backstroke.
Okay. And do the captains go?
I think they're going to go and be supportive. Yeah.
Okay. So they'll go as spectators.
Definitely one will get to go along for the ride.
Okay.
I don't know if we can say her name on air.
Probably not.
No. But one will go, and then I think the other three are going to go for fun and to be supportive, which I think is great because our one swimmer who made it to state is like, I'm sure happy she made it, but Lucy's like, but it almost seemed like she wasn't that happy because she'd be all alone.
Right.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Part of the fun is to be together.
Yeah. Man, she's a great she's got a beautiful backstroke. Makes it look effortless.
It's a skill. Because, I mean, I think you can kind of get by flailing around with the freestyle, but backstroke, breaststroke, fly,
you got to be.
There's a rhythm.
Yep.
I mean, you can't just pound some monster Red Bull and go.
And head. Yeah.
Even though I think that would probably be my strategy.
Your training.
Yes, exactly.
Crack open the Red Bull.
So Moon, my house is quasi-decorated. Yours is not.
Yep. What did you do?
Well, I started a new book. So finished the new Robert Langdon / Dan Brown book. It was great. And started Iceberg Slim.
What is this?
Story of my life? Well, he is a renowned pimp.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Served a lot of time in jail. I don't know his backstory. I probably should have done that in advance of this episode. However, I bought the book because this book has been talked about by famous comedians.
Okay.
Not me. I didn't uncover his story. Okay. So I'm just following the masses.
Mm-hmm.
But reading this is I need to start a bibliography. And also after about 2 chapters, I thought I need to highlight these because I'm reading it in my Kindle.
Okay.
I need to highlight this and come back. So I actually have a passage for you and our listeners, users, patients.
Let's do it.
This is a quote, and this is Iceberg Slim speaking. If you're going to tell me some broad is going to lay out 500 frog skins to get her rocks off, say it. I would lay a syphilis patient that died a week ago for that kind of scratch.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that sentence means?
No.
Something about money. Yep, scratch. But what's a frog skin?
Is it money?
I do believe so. So what I'm going to try to do is think of little passages that come up that really rock my world, and then I'm going to write them down, and then I am going to figure out somehow, some way what this meant, because we're dealing with a timepiece here. This was back in the 60s, question mark.
Okay.
70s.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the language was different, and then add to that, like the language of the street in which this guy is living his life, and then add to that the actual industry of prostitution.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about all kinds of things that I don't know. There's also, like, he calls, I think, people short. I don't know what that means. What's a short?
Oh, in reference to height. That's all I can come up with.
Exactly. I mean, and so the list goes on, and I read it at night, which is probably a bad move because I end up falling asleep.
Oh, yeah.
And then I fail to go back and find some of the good words, but I have been keeping a list. So that's my big news is Iceberg Slim. So I recommend anybody else who wants to jump on the Iceberg Slim train and start telling us what these things mean.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know what I come around to. I mean, it's just the words.
It reminds me of reading when I was learning words, I guess, bigger words.
Yeah.
And was it a teacher or my dad made me write these things down? And his famous thing was look it up, but it might be harder to look up some of these things.
Well,
frog skin.
What's interesting is that with a Kindle, and spoiler alert, I'm not getting paid to speak on behalf of Kindle.
Yeah.
We should probably let everybody know that, though.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by anybody.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
So Kindle allows you to actually click on the word, and then it will, if you're connected to internet, it will say, here's what this word means. Now, when you're dealing with slang from the 60s or 70s, sadly,
it's not
helpful.
Yeah.
So that is my update and my public service announcement. And it's been kind of fascinating because I was like, oh, wow, this is a whole world that I know nothing about. It's very sad, obviously, because it's rife with abuse and neglect and sadness, but he finds ways to make it kind of funny. I don't know if he means to.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. So I'm enjoying his book.
Well, good.
Yeah. That's my big update, Moon.
Well, from one degenerate to another.
That's right. What a segue.
Into drug dealing.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
what'd you think? Okay, so we've got cocaine quarterback. And by the way, I'm going to fail over and over and over because Netflix had cocaine cowboy.
Oh. And
then there was cocaine quarterback. And I kept using them interchangeably, much to the chagrin of my, of the person who also doesn't want to decorate.
Yes.
To the annoyance factor. But cocaine quarterback is what we're talking about.
Yeah. Signal caller for the cartel. Subtitle.
Yeah. And had you ever heard of this cartel, the Sinaloans?
Yeah.
I hadn't.
Oh, I'm really big on my drug cartels.
Are you?
But I did. I've heard of the Sinaloa. Well, no, I'm not saying it correctly.
We never will.
No. This one was on Amazon.
Yep.
Released, the film was released in 2025.
Which I feel like we're catching up in terms of modern day.
Yes. Yeah, we are on the pulse of society.
Yeah, of viral documented.
Yeah. So the first impressions here, and we'll see if we see the same thing. I saw a picture of a football player in pads, no shirt. He's got like a football in one hand, a bag in the other hand. I think there's a gun in said bag. And then like graphically there's money, poker chips, white powder.
Yeah.
Could be baby powder, could be cocaine. Exploding.
We saw the same tile.
Oh, look at that.
I know. Yeah. It must be that we're catching up to 2025, or Amazon hasn't had a chance to change it around on us.
Well, do we usually see different in Netflix, though?
Maybe.
Something we should pay attention to.
Ooh, yeah, good question.
Yeah. I can't recall if
tile art. I think that they just change it like as time goes on and people,
so it looks new,
right?
Yeah.
To someone like me
watched this yet,
who has seen it 9,000 times. Okay, so we saw the same tile. When I saw it, it was almost like it was the dark background, right? So he was silhouette and it was explosion. So it was a little bit of look at this fancy athlete coming out. Celebration, but then obviously what's in the bag.
Yeah. And I had never heard of a football scandal with a cocaine quarterback. Is the quarterback doing cocaine?
Did you know about USC and it being a well-renowned football team?
In the 2000, no. So this is in the 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Early 2000s. I mean, we're still in the 2000s, but I know generally, college football is huge. Like, to people who are USC fans, that is life, right?
Yes.
I think more than, let's say, I think the Rams are out there right now. Who knows? But
I think the Rams are a professional team, aren't they?
That's what I mean. Like, college football for some people is like way more exciting than
it's a thing.
NFL. Yes. Yeah.
You're right. So, kind of like March Madness to basketball people.
Yeah. Like this college sport thing is a big deal. I did not know or realize like who was on this team.
No.
And I guess I recognize some names, but
I didn't.
Oh,
but that would come as no surprise to anyone in the whole world.
Yeah.
I also didn't know that men's volleyball was that big of a deal.
No, but now think about it. Like in California, that makes sense.
True.
But around here, we don't do that in high school.
No, you're right.
So it's like for us, like we don't do lacrosse in high school or men's volleyball.
Rugby.
Yeah. So there are some things we're missing.
You're right.
Because of our...
It's cold.
And it's cold. Yeah. So brief synopsis here.
Tell me.
This story begins in the mid-2000s in California. This documentary is about a talented volleyball player who got a scholarship to USC, University of Southern California. And then he walks onto the football team. From there, he becomes the hookup. He makes a lot of connections, gets involved with the drug cartel, moves to Australia, and continues one scheme to the next until he's caught by the FBI. Done.
I mean, right. Okay. So before we get into his whole story, like, tell me, did you like the guy?
Loved him.
Right.
Yeah. Like usually you and I disagree on these characters.
Right.
I knew you would love him.
Yep.
But there was seriously something about him. The charisma, there was just some down-to-earth something that I'm like cheering for this guy.
It's hard not to.
Yeah.
Because he started out with like really positive intentions.
Yes. Well, he just wanted to succeed in life.
And he just wanted to be a part of something.
Yes.
And he was also pretty honest about why.
He was so honest. And I think that is probably something that endeared me to him.
So like, unlike our bit scammer guy who was like honest about like, I'm okay being a criminal.
He was a sleazebag.
Yeah, he was a total sleazebag. But like Owen, he
was a hustling.
He's hustling?
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, this is why I did it. Like, I don't know. There was
okay.
That honesty where I thought, good.
I'm so glad.
There was a character in here I despised.
Tell me.
You know who it is.
702?
Robin Hood.
He sucked.
He's the sleaze. And yes, about fake. He really was shitting in his pants.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
And he knew he was money laundering also.
Yes.
Like, make no bones about it, especially when they called it out. Like, had you found a family?
Right.
How is it hard to find a family that needs money? I'm sorry.
Never
That's
hard.
That
will never be hard.
I mean, even people who don't need it are like, I'll take some.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, my whole premise is let me gamble.
Right.
To get, no, that's degenerate.
I do think it would be cool if that were a thing, if he weren't disgusting. But
it was Owen selling me the idea of I go gamble, and I give my proceeds to the poor.
Yeah,
I'd be 100% on it.
100%.
Because it was this sleazy guy, I'm like, no, I really don't like this.
Yeah,
him at all.
So Owen is growing up. Parents divorce.
Yeah.
Dad's got alcoholism. The kid pours his heart and soul into becoming the best athlete he possibly can.
Well, and his mom took his sister.
Yeah.
And Owen stayed with his dad.
So, like, family was truly...
That would be hard.
Broken.
Yeah. Yep.
And we don't hear about mom again until he's, spoiler, getting out of prison.
Yeah.
And it was, let's take a picture for his mom.
Yeah.
Sister, never mentioned. Now, that could be because they don't want their privacy to be disrupted.
Right.
Although for any internet sleuth, I'm sure they could figure out how to connect said people.
Yeah.
However, I mean, this guy just wants to be a part of something. And like, who can't relate to that?
Right.
And especially in your teenage years where it's already hard enough to like have friends and be a part of something positive. Like you're rooting for this guy.
And you know what? I'm also going to say I really did like Jim, his dad.
Yeah.
You could tell like maybe they did have like this tumultuous childhood.
And who hasn't?
Exactly. But Jim was really in his corner. It seemed like even from when he was younger, and he noticed that Owen was really talented, especially in volleyball.
Yeah, he was encouraging the behavior and like, let's go out and throw the ball. Let's go play volleyball.
Yeah.
Like, let's channel this energy. Maybe I'm not going to sit down and talk to you about your feelings, but we can go out and get on that beach and bang that ball around and get whatever we've got going on. We get the squiggles out, as they say.
Yeah. And so, and then Jim, they describe him blue collar construction worker. That was his job.
I would also say that even toward the end, another feather on Jim's cap is he's proud of Owen for his achievements. And he also says like the kid got what he deserved.
Yeah.
And served his time like a man. Like,
yeah.
And I hope that despite everything he's learned and that maybe he wants to bang a hammer and nail.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, I think his moral compass is pretty square. Even
agree.
I'm sorry, unless you live on an island or under a rock on the moon, most people have some sort of addiction or weirdness in their family, and they talked about it. Yep. So like, it's kind of like, okay, that's out there, and it was perhaps an impetus to some of this behavior, but
yes,
worse things.
There have been worse things.
So Owen develops this cast of characters. So he goes to USC on a volleyball scholarship.
Yes. And the coach said, you might not be good enough, actually.
Yeah. And
which was really heartbreaking and odd because he was very good.
Yes.
Up until college.
Just not good enough, apparently, which just blows your mind. When he said he had I think they said 32 and 36 interchangeably in the documentary, but if you can jump that high and bang at a ball, like who can do it better?
Apparently he needed more upper body strength and a higher vertical.
Yes.
Did I hear that too?
Yes. Get better.
So then didn't he go back to Redondo Beach where he was from? Hook up with Spanky, maybe.
I love Spanky.
Yeah. I don't have his name on here, but I did write him down.
Yeah.
And then they go to Tijuana.
Well, and not to a doctor, but to a veterinarian.
Yes. Who hooks him up with all of the things.
What's interesting is that, so he gets all of the things and he straps it to his butt crack.
Yes.
And he was very specific. Not in.
No.
Surrounding.
Didn't they say keister? Or...
Well, that's what they call it in prison.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, to the keister, which, I mean, I don't think you have to be in prison to use that term. I've heard it.
I have to. But that must mean out, not in.
Okay. Good
Maybe.
distinction.
I don't know. We look it up in your dictionary, your Urban Dictionary.
When I'm looking up my Iceberg Slim comments, I'm going to find out like where keister fits in this. So he straps it to his keister, crosses the border.
It's away with it.
What's interesting is like, okay, so he gets this stash for himself. Then he must have figured out a route going back and forth because Owen becomes Dr. O-Dogg.
Yes.
Who then supplies the team because he walks on.
The only one to walk on in 2003.
Probably because he's all buff and fast.
Yes, I think they said he was making gains in the weight room.
I mean,
and there he then had a great vertical. Walks onto the USC football team.
I mean, it kind of gave me hope. And I was like, hey, Eddie, maybe you want to walk onto a team.
Totally.
But then I realized he doesn't do any drugs. So maybe that's not going to happen. But he walks on because he's all jacked up. And then he starts supplying the team with his wares.
Yeah. Do you have some pain? Here's a pill.
Yep.
Oh, you need to sleep? Here's a pill to help you sleep. Oh, you need to study? Here's a pill to help you stay awake.
I mean, it is an enterprise.
And again, he just wanted to help his teammates out. Like
he did.
He had the goods. He could help.
So we can't fault him. But somehow, some way, when graduation comes, so he's helping the team. He's Dr. O-Dogg. He's making things happen. He's a part of this like
huge national. Did they become national champs? I don't even recall, but
yes, because he got a picture with George Bush.
Yes. Oh yeah, and he's got
against all odds.
Yeah, and I don't know if he played a down of football.
I think he just graced.
Yeah,
they call him a duster. A bench duster?
Sure.
I think he dusted the bench, but who cares? He didn't care. He was part of it.
He was having fun.
So graduation comes and his buddies are either going off to the NFL or they're becoming sportscasters.
Yeah.
Like they're going on to do bigger and better things.
Yes.
And Owen didn't have a plan.
No, but he tried.
Yeah.
Didn't he try real estate and then the market crashed?
Yeah.
And then he had Owen sells, or was that his real estate?
That was real estate, but it was a question mark. What does he sell?
Yeah. Then he tried to be a bookie.
And I think he did okay because that's when he hired one of my favorite characters.
Cobra?
Yes.
Yes.
I love
Member of
Cobra.
Booyah?
Yeah. Which, do you want to describe what Booyah means?
No, I want you to.
Okay.
Because I'm just like, I think of it as a stew with squirrels in it, but...
Oh!
Yeah.
There's a stew with squirrels in it?
At the lake.
Okay.
At the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a man, and he's deceased now, but his name was Rice, and he was Native American, and he made a booyah, and I think it did have squirrel and rabbit in it.
Did you eat it?
Yep.
And?
I guess I didn't know what it was at the time.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. It was really good. Yeah.
He must have tenderized that meat.
Yes. Well, we're having Rice's booyah. That was a thing we did.
Okay.
Fall.
Aw, that's really sweet for him to share that with you.
Yeah. It was a big thing. Okay. But anyway, so that's all I could think of.
Different booyah.
Different booyah.
Okay, so booyah, according to Cobra, is the sound when a shotgun fires. Booyah.
Oh, God.
That's what he said.
Okay.
I can't make this stuff up. It wasn't my phrase, but apparently that is the sound. Now, Cobra was Owen's collector.
The enforcer. Yes.
The enforcer. So when I don't know how bookies work, but apparently you make a bet. He said he had the athletes check because of his friends at USC and probably the NFL. And then he had high net worth individuals as his clients, check. And then there must have been other people who were willing to bet. So somehow O-Dogg becomes O-Bet or whatever and starts this bookie thing. But sometimes people don't want to pay. And that's when Cobra comes in and essentially antagonizes them and gets money. I would be scared if Cobra came.
I would too.
I'd also want to hug him.
Yeah, he was big.
Yep.
And then I think Owen made a really good reputation actually as a bookie because he paid out quickly.
Yeah, paid quickly. And I think it was like, if you're in communication and things are on the up and up, I'm not going to bug you, man.
Yep.
But if you mess around, I'm sending my buddy Cobra, who is also, he said, I think he said he was I'm going to get this wrong. A Crip?
Blood.
Blood. You're right. Oh my God. How did I get that wrong?
He was wearing red.
Duh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that shows my retention of it. Yeah.
Yeah. California gangs.
Yeah. I don't know anything.
Your gang lore.
So the bookie business, I don't know. Does it start? Oh, I know. Through his bookie business, he had a client who bet big, and that client was El Jefe.
Yeah. And I think he impressed El Jefe.
Yes, he did.
And then so El Jefe is like, he needed Owen to
go get something.
Get some
money because I can't go get it.
In Australia?
Nope. That was somewhere in Texas.
Oh, yeah. And he did get it.
Yep.
He was fine.
He said, all right, I guess I'll go get this. It was $1 million and you're going to pay me $100,000 to go get this money. Done.
So he did.
Yep. And then fast forward, El Jefe's so impressed that he's like, well, in that case, why don't you go smuggle drugs and launder money in the most difficult country in the world?
But first, let's remove your tattoos.
Which, I mean, that must have been a long time in the process.
Yeah.
Because I've had a tattoo removed and A, it hurts like hell. And B, Owen was tatted up. So it must have been like the visible tattoos. They couldn't have done his whole body. Otherwise that would have taken years.
Yeah. So he
cleans up,
moves to Australia. And he was really good at this, selling the drugs.
Yes, because he had Uncle Louis, who was the friend of a friend of a friend of the dad, and he is apparently an Italian mobster, which
obviously
sounds great. I mean, kissy on the cheek, the red wine. If you saw in the video, it was like he was cheersing with the Corona, and Uncle Louis had the red wine on the checkered. So Uncle Louis they go to the Four Seasons. This all sounds delightful, and then Owen starts getting package after package, and it is cocaine.
And he moves it well.
Because of Uncle Louis.
Yeah.
So then he's got all this money piling up in his apartment. And I think that's when he's like, all right, El Jefe, now what? And he's like, well, that's your job.
Which, I guess I didn't realize how hard it'd be to just send money back.
Well, I think they look at stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, it makes complete sense now.
Right.
But I guess that's what foils you. I thought it would be the actual drug part, but it's like getting the money.
Yeah,
to get back. Yeah, like the drug part seemed easy. This money part is where he gets in trouble.
Right.
Not
because
really
he's like,
drug part.
I have no idea what to do with this money. So he buys bullions. Do you remember the coins?
Yes.
And you got to hand it to Owen. This kid's smart.
Yeah.
He figures out that Uggs are big, and they're from Australia. So I'm going to put $1.6 million worth of gold coins in the Uggs and start shipping those back to El Jefe.
Yeah.
And then at one point, El Jefe says, no more Uggs, man.
Yes.
And so then it's like, well, now what?
I don't know if it got to be 1.6 or if maybe it totaled that, because I think it was that much per shoe or per container. Because then we'd be done.
Well, you're right. You're right.
But he did move some money through the Uggs. That was smart. And these gold bullion cubes.
Yeah.
Or coins. Yeah, but he's got to figure out how in the world to get this money back. And that's where that Robin Hood 702 comes in.
Because through the Rolodex, he somehow, some way, he must have shared what was going on. And someone then said, well, I've got an idea. Why don't you contact this guy? So he contacts this guy, and this guy, shall we use his name?
RJ
Cipriani.
Yeah.
Douche.
Dumb. That's
a
stupid name.
So Robin Hood 702 says, sure, I'll come do this if you give me a first-class ticket, put me up at the Four Seasons. And then he had another list of demands that he wanted to... that must have been met in order for him to come do this thing. And his fee was 20%. So and at that time it was the first run that they did was like 1.5 million?
1.5 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he gets 20% of 1.5 million. And then whatever he wins on top of that is the donation.
Yeah.
That's my That's my tiny brain understanding of what is happening.
Well, they didn't explain that very well.
Okay.
I don't think, but yes, that's how it works then. He gets the 1.5 million, goes to the casino, trades it in for chips, and this makes sense because this is what this guy does.
But like 1.5 million, you'd think that would flag the feds even at that point, right?
Even if it doesn't stink and is wrapped up, because they were a little concerned about about that money, right?
So here's a question, and I know that this has to do with another part of the documentary, but like, why wouldn't they take the money and wash it, like actually wash it so it doesn't stink?
I don't know.
And like decouple it from its baggies, like,
take it out of the wrapping.
Right. I would probably go so far as to find like some grandma pillowcases or something to show it's been sitting underneath the mattress.
Yeah.
That grandma's been saving it.
Yes.
That seems plausible.
But but the laundering part is something my brain can't comprehend. But this is how it works. You bring this money, convert it to chips. He doesn't gamble all of it away. In fact, he's like, I'm not feeling it. This is part of the story. And then boom. Cashes in the chips for money, and then it's laundered.
Yes. Because he's able to he's like, I'm not feeling it. Cashes chips as in a check that goes to a sister or a casino in the United States. Hence, the money goes from Australia to the United States legally.
Yeah.
But I mean, even cashing that out, you'd think you'd have to answer to somebody for that amount of money. But they don't get into it.
No.
So, like, we could hypothesize all we want, but, like, neither of us are experts.
Yeah, success.
It was.
There you go.
Tra-la. So El Jefe gets his money.
Yeah.
And he's impressed.
It's like, great, now I need the rest of it.
Yeah, keep going.
So we tried $2.5 million, which Robin Hood.
Yeah, it's hard to say with a straight face.
He takes the money, gambles it all away.
Yeah. And can we just take a moment to talk about just Robin Hood and how he insists on wearing a hat and sunglasses. And then in pictures, he has this beautiful woman who's holding cards in front of his face or somehow like shrouding him as if he's, I don't know, the arrogance of it.
That's what it was.
It's just
it
foul.
I couldn't stand the air of that man.
Yes.
Not one bit.
I also liked how the documentarian of Cocaine Quarterback asked the journalist, like, what should I expect when I meet him? And the guy, I think his name's Mark, he kind of chuckles and he's like, well, prepare for a lot of demands. Yeah. I thought that was a very insightful and very accurate description because the first thing this guy does when he starts sitting down, is this my view?
Oh no,
just starts bossing everybody around, and then it's like, all right, do you want to introduce yourself? I think everybody knows who I am. It's like,
yeah.
No one knows who the fuck that guy is.
Well, no, and you could tell he was a mama's boy. His mom spoiled the hell out of him and never made him lift a finger because of his attitude here.
Yes.
Like, he must have been told he was the best thing on this earth.
He sure did.
Which it's our job as moms to make our kids feel like that, but this was probably above it and beyond.
Yeah. I mean, as the mom of a boy, I can relate. I do, you do want your son to feel magical, but there is a point where if you're doing everything for them, in the boy, girl, whatever your gender, it's like you need to fall down and scrape your knees a little bit to realize like the world does not revolve around you.
Yeah. They call it a titty baby in the South.
Oh, do they?
I think so.
A titty baby?
I think so. Yeah.
Does that only apply to boys?
I think it works better when you say it for boys.
Okay.
Men. When you say it for grown men.
Wait, can we say it for grown men?
Yes, we're supposed to.
Okay, all right. So can we refer to men as a titty baby just for like instances if they earn it?
Yes, and he earned it.
Okay. Oh, this guy sure earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a titty baby I'm trying to think if there are other titty babies in this. No, Robin Hood takes the cake.
Yeah.
So Robin Hood so he pulls out, he gambles it all away, and then they find out about it. Owen gets his buddy Ray. They dress up in suits trying to intimidate this guy.
No, Sean.
Sean, you're right. Why did I say Ray? I'm thinking of Ray from BitCon.
Ugh.
Oh, just another sleaze. Yeah,
he's rent-free in your head.
He sure is. I mean, so they show up, Sean. They show up and they try to intimidate this guy. And clearly this guy's scared because he ordered a bottle of champagne trying to figure out, or with the intent of, who am I going to hit first?
Yeah. And he says he's not afraid. That's how you know.
Exactly. Exactly.
I wasn't afraid.
Yeah.
Yes, you were, because you
had the champagne to prove it.
Yeah.
Bitch. Titty boy.
Yeah.
What was it?
Titty baby.
Titty baby. Okay. So he busts out. Sean has the suitcase full of dough. Why was he going with a suitcase full of dough? I don't understand.
They didn't know what they were doing.
Okay.
I mean, they said that was just a judgment error.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but Sean gets busted because Titty Baby calls him in and says that this guy might have a gun.
Yeah.
And so he gets busted. The 700 large gets impounded. He goes to jail. Titty Baby escapes. Owen's pissed.
Yeah, because that's $3.2 million total.
Yes. Right. And he needs to answer to El Jefe.
Yeah. And also that kind of flags the Australian authorities. Like, where did this $3.2 million come from?
Right.
And it stinks. And it's wrapped up.
It stinks. It's wrapped up. And we don't know who these players are.
And I'm sure these detectives are smart people, but I probably could have figured out that was drug money.
Well, yeah. Exactly. I mean, it would, as I mentioned before, throw it in the washing machine.
Yeah.
But maybe that would become problematic. I don't know. I mean,
I don't either.
Who knows what these things. So Titty Baby flies the coop. Owen's stuck, but he does go over there, and it seems like he goes back and almost like relocates to try to track this dude down to get his money back.
And he enlists one of my favorite characters, Dano.
Okay, was that an office or did he live there?
He lived there, and I couldn't. Two things happening at once in my brain. I thought it was so great how he used his rolly chair as a wheelchair. But as a nurse, I'm like, you can't use your rolly chair as a wheelchair. You're going to fall over.
Right. Oh, yeah. And he struggled with it a little bit.
Boy, was he
getting back to that computer.
He did that all the time.
Yeah.
That wasn't his first time rolling around on that office chair.
Well, as you could see, it was a fully cleared out area.
Yes.
With just a desk, and there was no rug to perhaps impede the rolliness.
That was a good check in his box. Good job. But
what was the second part?
No rugs. I'm just going to say that was one.
Yeah.
Just because that's a fall hazard. So if you're a home health care nurse like I had been, you always look for throw rugs because it's a fall hazard. So that was a good thing. But he really should have used an actual wheelchair.
I agree.
We even say, don't sit on your walker and use it as a wheelchair.
Oh, really?
People do a lot. Yeah.
So I thought he was just being lazy, that he didn't want to just get up and walk and push his chair.
Yeah, I think it's double duty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You think that he wheels around in that?
Here's what I say a lot.
Okay.
To patients. Inactivity leads to inactivity. That's all there is to it.
I mean, even I can relate to that.
Yeah, same.
It's like I could just lay here and do nothing.
Yeah.
And then I want to do less. Right? Yeah, I love Dano too.
So he does, and he's a Hollywood detective, right? Hollywood PI.
Yeah, and he doesn't know why, because most of his cases are not in Hollywood, but I would imagine it's where he lives.
Yes. So he finds him.
He sure does.
Oh yeah, this is RJ Cipriani or whatever. And then Owen sends him a pizza
from Junior DeLuca, who is the alias of Owen. So RJ didn't even know Owen's real name. No, he was Junior DeLuca. I'd be curious what Sean's alias was.
Oh,
I hope it was something equally as mobster.
Cool. The kangaroo.
It's true.
Oh, Owen sends him flowers.
They looked nice too.
Yeah, this is where we have Animal, who's a different kind of bodyguard for hire, right?
Well, it's because he figured that Cobra would be too scary.
Yes.
And that Cobra's presence would probably instigate police involvement. So he sent a more subtle collector, as they say.
An Animal was a bounty hunter, so perfect.
Yep.
He sits out in a molester van, like in a conversion van.
Yep.
And then RJ does go to the police.
Yes, because in one of their pursuits, he was following him and then just made a beeline and went right there. And that's when more trouble started. So so the tingly feelings are happening in Australia and the tinglers are going up. Not tinglers. What am I thinking of? Spidey sense?
Yeah.
Antenna. The antenna are going up.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
So then Owen gets really upset and he just kicks it up a little notch and sends Dano to Pennsylvania or somewhere and desecrate RJ's beloved mother's grave.
Titty Babies.
Yes. He loved his mom because his mom
took care of him.
And
nobody looks at your mother. No one looks at you like your mother.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll disagree. The way that my mom looks at me sometimes is in like utter disdain.
Yeah.
Like, are you sure you want to do that?
And the way I look at my kiddos sometimes, it's like, oh,
right.
That face look off my face, but
God. So here's something I've got to point out. Number one, that tombstone is not 20 feet high. So when they so Dano goes there to desecrate the grave, which is just paint flung on it, which by the way, get some paint remover and call it a day. Like, this is not the end of the world.
Dig it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Which even a non 20 foot grave, I mean, like nobody, come on now.
That's too much work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh, Owen. This is where he's clearly like on drugs.
Yeah.
Dano says no, but he'll fling the red paint on it.
Yes, because he looked it up. It was only a $200 fine.
And he was paid $2,500.
Yes. So
that's a net $2,300 plus a couple motel nights, I would imagine, on the way there and way back, and some corn dogs to eat in the gas station stops.
Yeah.
But so Owen wants to send a message of like, don't fuck with me. So he takes a picture of himself with a mask, which reminded me of like the Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
Right. And with a shovel. But he was like this big in comparison to the headstone, which I don't think was that dramatic.
Probably
so he looks like just a tiny little elf
in front of this. Yeah.
So it wasn't believable to me, but I guess when you're in the height of a money laundering scheme and emotions are running high, and when you're a titty baby, you're upset.
Very upset.
So the gloves came off.
Yes.
And I think that's when he started working with the feds.
I think so too. Well, he was scared the whole time.
Oh, he sure was.
Yeah.
Even though he pretends he wasn't. Because he says, and I quote, "I'm tall and I'm Italian." Those are two reasons, I guess, that you're above being afraid.
Yeah.
For your life from the Sinaloan cartel.
Yeah. I would be, I don't care how tall you are. I'd still be afraid.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jigs up.
So somehow that Sean is arrested in Australia. This is in 2011. Owen really feels like he needs to get that $700,000 back. He's got to pay the cartel.
Yeah, which it's interesting. I've got to get that $700,000 back. And then what about all of the money sitting in his apartment?
Yes. And then so he ends up working with Andrew McManus, a rock promoter, Craig Hausler, a criminal fixer, and Michael Croak, a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like, they schemed to get this money back. So they're just even more visible right now to the Australian authorities. That's happening. And then Owen's also finding new routes for cocaine.
This is where you got to hand it to this guy to go from turning the cocaine from a brick of cocaine into wine and then corking it. And I mean, that is ingenious.
Who knew it could be done? And it could be.
Right?
It can be.
And it came out 95% pure. So like everybody's happy. So he's using his Australian hookups to get the product in, and somehow the Australian people are getting the money back out. So, we skipped something. Owen, so this is another reason why I think both you and I find Owen endearing. Rather than mess around, and he probably had no choice, but like he took the high road. He went to meet El Jefe and he's like, dude, here's what happened with this RJ guy. And he gave it to him straight up. And El Jefe said, pomo or plato, lead or money. Yeah. Lead or silver. Mm-hmm. And it was basically like, give me my money or you're going to die. Yeah. And so Owen thought on his feet and said, not only will I get you your money, I'll get you some interest back. Yeah. So he owed him $4 million, and through the creation of cocaine wine was able to pay El Jefe back. Yes. I mean, bada boom, bada bing. Now he could have gotten out of the game at that point.
I was going to say at that point, he lives happily ever after. Right. He's done. He turns a leaf and he no longer does illegal activity. But that's not true. He keeps going.
Well, and this is human nature, right? Yeah. So when you get used to private yachts, private planes, bodyguards, fancy cars, nice things, like there's a lifestyle to uphold. Now, not saying it's legal or that it's right, but you kind of understand it.
I know, but didn't he have his girlfriend Stephanie already?
She came later. So so after he paid off El Jefe, that's when he decided, like, man, I want to keep this thing going. He enlists Tank.
Oh, that's right.
Rufus. Yep. So he starts getting his own gang on the ground. Yes. To keep working for El Jefe, but not under the duress of needing to constantly launder. Yeah. He was doing it to establish new routes.
Because he's a job.
Exactly. He wants to keep going. Yeah. And that's when he meets Stephanie. And I think at that point, it was, all right, I love this, but I also really want to start my own family. And there was like this inkling within him to say, I should probably like figure out how to make this legit. So he starts flipping houses. Yep. Flipped his dad's house. His dad didn't like it.
No, I don't blame him.
Really? You didn't like it?
I didn't like the new flip. I mean, I would have kept the style of it. It just was like, okay, so you grow up in this like tiny kind of rambler house. Right. Maybe keep it more of a traditional. It was really modern.
It was super modern, and it didn't fit in the neighborhood at all.
Not one bit. So I would have, an update would have been fine, but
why not move dad out?
Yeah, and his dad didn't seem to want that.
No, he probably didn't want a temperature cooled wall of tequila. And I don't know if this man is in recovery or not, or if he's still drinking, and whether or not that cooled wall of tequila mattered to him.
There was a lot of things that I thought, not my choice. I wouldn't do that as a style.
No, there were quite a bit, but we can understand. And now as he's starting to establish his new routes.
Yes.
And I liked Rufus too.
Oh, I did too.
Rufus and Tank.
Yeah.
Actually, I liked pretty much everybody except Titty Baby.
Yeah. And we have to say that the El Jefe sends RJ a DVD.
Yes.
Video.
Wait, was it El Jefe or was it
the Cartel?
Was it Owen?
No, it was the Cartel.
Oh, they did.
Good. A DVD. Well, maybe it was Owen, but it was of the Cartel.
Yeah.
Showing him what they do to enemies.
I don't think that helped their cause.
Because I think RJ said that didn't ruffle his feathers.
Of course not. Yes, it did.
Shit.
I just saw the beginning of what I knew was to come. Yes. It involved 2 prisoners and a chainsaw. Yep. And I was like, I don't want none of this.
No, because that really is, I think it's illegal to send around murder. It's illegal to murder people.
Yes.
Send video and send it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I call RJ's bullshit. It totally ruffled feathers.
You're inhuman if it doesn't ruffle your feathers. I mean, I assume even the cartel members who are doing this, while they're probably hardened criminals, and they have a thick skin, still, there's got to be something. I don't know. But, mind of a criminal.
No. So
He drives a Prius. And you don't drive a Prius, and that sort of shit doesn't impact you. I'm sorry. These two are mutually exclusive.
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
Oh, God.
He was just too...
So we get the routes going. They're living large. Tank, Rufus, Owen are living it up. But then somehow, some way, the route gets shut down because RJ was sniffing around. And I think the Australian police were hip to what was going on.
Yeah.
And then they sent in this Alan, or Al, who was mid-50s, had a paunch and a Hawaiian shirt. And it was at that point that all the guys were like, we probably should have known. But Owen wanted it to be real because he was in so deep.
Yeah. Yeah, so the first shipment with Al was perfect.
Yep.
New route, everything's fine. And then it did seem like Owen knew.
He did.
Yeah. He knew. Maybe wanted to get caught. Maybe wanted to get out. Maybe thought, fuck it.
Right. Let's just go.
Run.
God.
He's young.
He's our age.
Well, but at
my age
time, he's young.
Right. Exactly.
Ish.
He was busted in 2015.
Okay.
Busted in 2015. Got a sentence of 21 years and 3 months.
Yeah.
For all of the crimes that I don't even really remember.
I'm sorry. I think his sentence was 255.
You're right. I had no business trying to do any of that math.
What? Whoa, who does that?
Nobody. Why can't we just say it in years and months?
Yeah.
Like normal human beings that don't have to do math in their head.
He was busted. 26 people were arrested and charged.
Yeah.
But not RJ.
Of course not, because he proffered. And then, God forbid the documentarian doesn't know what that is. And then he's like, Google it. Such a dick.
He was.
So then they Googled it.
Yeah, he was such a dick.
And it was like a simple response. It was basically like, I will share information. I'll snitch.
Yes.
Proffer is essentially a snitch.
Yeah.
So he's a titty baby snitch.
Who doesn't actually help people who are poor.
No, he doesn't.
At one time, maybe.
Probably. And for the fame.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not.
He and his Prius. Not that I judge any Prius people.
No,
I mean,
for
it's
you.
fine.
Thank you for helping our environment.
Right. But I mean, no offense. Like that's not the vehicle of a high roller.
No, it's
Italian mobster.
Love like a degenerate who gambles too much.
Right. And needs other people's money to feed the monkey, as they say.
Yeah.
All right. So Owen's in jail, but then, and he forms a relationship with this writer who I think is critical to us being able to enjoy this documentary.
Agreed.
And
he's making ice cream.
He's
prison ice cream
at a 700% markup.
Of course he is. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
He got his master's degree.
Which, by the way, I mean, can you imagine just being stuck and all you do is work out and study?
I'd have a few master's degrees, probably.
Right. We'd come out.
Do you think they have puzzles in prison?
They do. You would probably be able to figure out how to make one at that point.
Oh, for sure.
Now we have a new venture for you. Yeah. I'll make protein shakes. You make puzzles, but we won't go to prison.
No.
That's our goal, is to not do that. But he gets a lower sentence. So his 21 years and 3 months, 255 months is downgraded because he ends up working with the feds in Australia to put Michael Croker. So Owen snitched.
Yep.
But he snitched and he got 10 years taken off his sentence. So we were able to enjoy him ending the documentary in a suit.
Yeah. He was
getting Botox.
Yeah. Getting Botox. He's out.
And he talked about how he had no money, but here he is getting shot up in the face and filler Botox. What we started with.
Even his dad was almost like, yeah, I sure hope he changed.
Right. But they were in the car. It was Tank. And it was Owen, and it was the Tank and O-Dogg show.
Owen will be Owening.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the O-Dogg comes up with next. I'm sure it'll be all above what.
I'm sure. Yeah, he's going to figure something. Because they said all along, and here's where I think, we can kind of tie this back to why he is not a degenerate and why we don't hate him. The same sort of risk profile and the same charisma and the same sort of approach to life is also found in that of CEOs and successful business people who are willing to take risk, who are not afraid to call people, not afraid to keep people in their loop, like all of the reasons that people become successful. He had all of the pieces.
Yep. He had the hustle.
So hopefully he's able to transcend out of the fast lane into that of normal society. Yeah. That's what we hope for our friend O-Dogg.
Yeah.
And for Tank and for Rufus and for everybody but Titty Baby.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, RJ.
No.
Suck it.
I'm not sorry. So I'd like to thank my brother-in-law, Andy, for making this recommendation.
Oh, good job, Andy.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
It was.
It was a quick watch, even though it was 3 episodes.
It was 3 episodes, but we binged the hell out of it.
They were pretty fast. I enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's our gist of the cocaine quarterback.
Yeah.
I hope that we see more. There's another documentary about what Owen does with his newfound freedom.
Yeah.
Other than, talking to kids about it was all glitz and glamour, but I ended up in the slammer, which that's what I'd put on a t-shirt. I know, like, what would you put on a t-shirt?
There was a guy on the team who was like, once he found out all this stuff, he's like, holy shit, there's a drug kingpin in all of us.
There is. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's all glitz and glamour, but I ended up in the slammer, and there's a
drug kingpin in all of us.
It's true. All right. Yep. Well, that's the gist. See you later, Moon.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Well, there you have it. You may have picked up on a fact or two.
Or just convinced yourself you did.
Either way, that's the Gist Project. Never educational, but always entertaining.